I think as I'm so passionate about real estate that even when I'm sleeping and you wake me in the middle of the night, I will tell you real estate. So now, why are we talking about real estate right here? And why I actually want to talk about this theme of this program, Dare to Succeed. You know, as a young man and as a young woman, you're fresh, right? Your mindset is fresh. You're not exposed to too much yet, because like what the Bible says, serve God when you're a youth, because time comes that you've been able to do what you are capable of doing. So now, 3 years ago, I was so blank and I was thinking, I was looking at my mentors, I was like, how did people get there? Is it that God is incapable of blessing his people? Is it that this money is just for, as in just people that are like for unbelievers? So, but that was when I now understood something, that it's because that we're not deploying what we already have. Like my daddy said, everything that you need to succeed is already available, but what you are not deploying them. Yeah, I understand that maybe you are not aware yet, but I believe after this event you'll be aware. So now, we're talking about real estate. Why is real estate so dear to me? It's because it's one of those strategies that guarantees your financial freedom. Why? What am I saying is that people tend to see real estate that you have to have money before you become financially free in real estate. But no, there's something I call time. There's something I call time. My father was saying something about you need to save and you need to budget. But if you don't have money, what will you budget? What will you save? So now, we are talking about how you can make this money. How you can, what's the guarantee that you can actually make this money so that you can actually save, you can actually budget, you can actually give. So now, for me, I take real estate as what? As a big strategy. So now, let's get into the topic of the day. So now, real estate is one sure commodity. I call it a commodity. And the reason I call it a commodity is because it is sellable, you can use it. And it's the oldest form of commodity in the universe before man. God created real estate before he created man. So now, a commodity as that, being associated with that kind of commodity, it's more like a privilege. It's more like it's unbelievable. So now, we understand from the onset, people have been using real estate for a form of exchange, for building your homes, and But now, for me particularly, I saw real estate as a strategy that can actually take me from a level to another level. I saw real estate as a strategy that can actually make me millions and billions of naira without putting my hands in something that is ungodly. So now, I saw it and like, okay, now, how can I benefit from this thing? So now, we won't know that just a commission paid to you from closing a deal can actually change your life, can actually turn your life from being someone that needs to, like an accountant to a millionaire. We don't understand yet, but now you understand that just a commission from a sale of real estate can actually change your life around. And we're talking about not just hundreds of thousands, we're talking about millions. So now, we understand that there's money to be made, right? There's what we call real estate, right? Now, what is in for you? What is your responsibility? So now, like the topic of the day, it's called Dare to Succeed. And when I was sitting down here, I was getting insight, and I said, and I looked at what the mission states. It said that to build strong word-based church by exposing the Bible and the truth. And what interested me in this mission statement was the youth in there. So that means that this ministry is concerned a lot, is concerned about the youth.
Yes, sir.
And when it comes to the youth, they are like what our president is saying. To tell you that you should calm down because there's no work anywhere, right? So because we believe there's no work anywhere, doesn't mean that you can't prosper, that you can't succeed. So when I was done with school, I had this elder brother then that, as in, he was a bank manager and he was studying. He was working as in, he is so intelligent. And because of him, I said, I won't work for anybody. I'm regretting it now though, but I said I won't work for anybody because I saw the benefit of that. I said I won't work for anybody. I can't work for someone to give me 100,000 naira for what? Then I didn't know anything about real estate. Do you understand me now? I said I won't work for anybody. I can't work for anybody. For what? I will be turning all my life and I don't have time for my kids. I don't have time for family. I don't have time to do what I love. Do you understand me now? So now, when I came to Lagos, I met a beautiful woman called Miss Joanne. And she came to me and she told me that, come, do you know that if you sell a property for this company, you'll be paid this? I'm like, really? I'm like, yes. I thought it was a joke. So on my first, I said, okay, let me just try. And I took the property. I was not a marketer. I didn't know anything. I graduated from university and I'm like, I don't know what to do. My plan then was just to come to Lagos and travel the country. Do you understand me now? Just leave Nigeria. That's the normal way when you graduate from school. The next thing is you are thinking to travel, right? So now, introduced me and I'm like, okay, fine. Then within 2 months, I was able to sell a property, and I got an alert. And I'm like, are you serious? So that means that if I sell 3 property, I'll become a millionaire. So now, that actually exposed my mind that this money is not really hard to make. It's just for you to be exposed to information. Are you understanding me now? This money is not really hard to make. It's just for you to be exposed to information. So now we're talking about dare to succeed. Who do we call successful? People we call successful are people that are radiating God as in people who call successful are people that they have money, they are well to do. You yourself admire them, right? These are people that even when someone that is successful come to this church, you yourself will know. So now we are talking about them to succeed. So that means that you too want to succeed, right? And that is why you're in this event. So now, one thing you need to understand is that being successful is a choice. When I made the decision, okay, let me sell this property, let me sell this commodity, I would have been okay being at the comfort of my home and still complain about the country not being good, the country not being productive, the country killing destinies. But I took the decision that let me try, and I tried. And guess what? I got paid, and this is how easy anybody can become successful. So now, when I calculated how much I could make, when I saw for myself that I could actually become a millionaire through this means, what did I do? I took it. I made it my passion. So now, this thing you hear about your passion, sometimes your passion might not be able to give you what you want now. Do you understand me now? Your passion might not be able to give you what you need now. Do you understand me now? So now, you can actually turn something to become your passion. This is what I call it the money game. Because now, you must first know how to create wealth, how to create money. So that you can actually pray well, you can actually talk to God well, and you can actually think well. If you don't have money, you can't think. You can't think. There's a problem. Do you understand me now? You can't think, you can't function. So, understanding how to make this money, it's not just praying the Bible. There's what we call, it's not only the hearer, but the doer. And the Bible said, if you serve me and obey me, do you understand me now? If you serve me and obey me, that means that obedience is an action word. That means that you must do something. You must put into action, not just pray. Are you understanding me now? If God says something and said, if you serve me and obey me, I will prosper you. So that so that understanding should make you understand that it's not just you praying, it's for you doing. Do you understand me now? So now we're talking about dare to succeed. Dare to succeed. Dare to succeed. And like I was saying, when we're talking about success, we're talking about you dare to succeed. It means that